be considered an impeachable offense. Thank you.
2 minutes for the cross-examination.
Good evening, Council. My categorical questions are answerable by a yes or no. Now, am I correct in saying that it is your contention that the receipt of President Duterte of foreign intelligence information is an impeachable offense?
Yes.
Now, are you familiar with Article 11, Section 2 of the 1987 Constitution?
The list of impeachable
Yes, thank you, Council. And would you agree with me that these impeachable offenses are enumerated therein are exclusive?
Yes.
Am I right? Now, would you mean that the receipt of President Duterte of foreign intelligence information would equate to treason?
No, that's
How
why our
about
grounds
bribery,
are
Council?
culpable.
How about bribery,
But those
Council?
are not the grounds we
Graft and
asserted.
corruption, Council.
That's not responsive
So
to the
you are
grounds.
merely imputing that it is a culpable violation of the Constitution and betrayal of public
Yes,
trust.
Council.
Now on to my next question. Now, are you saying, Council, that the right to privacy of communication is violated because conversations are subjected to surveillance, Council?
Yes, Council.
Now, would you know what intelligence information would mean?
These are private communications.
Now, to enlighten you, Council, these are secret military informations necessary for military operations, and this does not include private and personal matters. Now, Council, are you aware of
that these are
Council,
private?
please respect my time. This is my time, Council. Now, are you aware that the right to privacy is not absolute?
It's not. Yes.
Yes, and it admits of certain exemptions, which is the by lawful order of the court or when public order or
Yes,
safety requires
and in this
otherwise.
case, there's no
now,
court order.
Council, mere yes or no. Now, would you agree with me that public order and public safety are matters of national security?
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Council. Now, are you aware that the Supreme Court has ruled over and over again that national security prevails over an individual
Yes,
right?
but there's
Thank
no
you,
court
Council.
order in
You are
this
now
case.
siding with us. Thank you for changing your position. So, are you still saying that national security is and protecting the state is a violation of the Constitution, Council?
No, but there's no national
Thank you,
security
Council. Thank you,
threat in this
Council.
case.
Now, is protecting the nation an impeachable offense, Council?
Yes, but it's not applicable.
Council,
in this
you are
case.
engaging in a fallacy. It is not an impeachable offense. That would be all.
Robbie, you now have 4 minutes to rebut Rika and advance your argument on why President Duterte's acceptance of foreign intel is not an impeachable offense.
Culpable violation of the Constitution and betrayal of public trust are serious accusations, ladies and gentlemen, and hence must not be based on speculations and unfounded presumptions. Ladies and gentlemen, your honors, good evening. Before I proceed, let me rebut certain points raised by the affirmative. They contend that there is a violation of the right to privacy, but we say otherwise. Intelligence sharing with foreign nations is not a new concept in the Philippines, as this is necessarily a part of our diplomatic relations. And this is in keeping with our constitutional mandate to maintain cooperation and amity with all nations. We have signed into agreements like the 2017 Philippine-Russia Pact, wherein in part we agreed for information intelligence sharing to protect our common security concerns. We also have entered into agreements like EDCA, and we have also Executive Order number 69 series of 2002, which provides that national intelligence information should work with their foreign counterpart intelligence security organization. Now on to my constructive. Team Core Jesu submits that the receipt of President Duterte of foreign intelligence information is not an impeachable offense because no privacy rights have been violated by the President. This to say that the President has received foreign intelligence information does not necessarily mean that phone conversations have been tapped or computers have been hacked or all conversations have been listened into. This simply is a presumption which cannot yield into an impeachable offense. As enunciated in the case of Gutierrez versus House of Representatives, a recital of facts must be necessary to establish to constitute an impeachable offense. Also, let us bear in mind, yes, Your Honors.
Counsel, what if the information was obtained from wiretap conversations? What would your team's position be?
We would like to upheld the privacy rights of individuals, but on matters of national security, Your Honors, this take precedence and primacy over an individual's claim of the right to privacy. Thank you, Your Honor. Now to continue, please let us bear in mind here that military intelligence Intelligence here means secret military informations and not to personal and private matters. Hence, private citizens who do not have any involvement in terrorism, rebellion, or coup d'etat does not have to be anxious because their rights will not be violated. But assuming, without contending, that certain privacy rights will be stepped on, this will be justified and done in good faith, therefore not a culpable violation of the Constitution. Article 11, Section 2 of the 1987 Constitution enumerates offenses and limits this to 6, and these are culpable violation. Yes, Your Honor.
Are you saying that if the manner of acquiring it is intentional, there is good faith there?
Yes, Your Honors, still because this is in keeping with our duty, our external duty, like for example, our signatories to the Philippine-Russia Pact, wherein in part we agreed to engage in foreign intelligence information sharing. Thank you, Your Honors. Now on to proceed. Culpable violation pertains to a willful violation of the Constitution and not to violations unintentionally or involuntarily committed in good faith or through an honest mistake of judgment. A claim of a violation of the right to privacy does not equate to such offense, especially so when the right to privacy becomes inferior to concerns of national security, as stated in the case of Chavez versus Gonzalez. Likewise, in the case of Sereno versus Committee on Trade-Related Matters in 2016, the Supreme Court pronounced that the constitutional guarantee of the people's right to privacy.
2 minutes for the cross-examination.
Counsel, Section 3 of the Bill of Rights provides that the right to privacy in communication and correspondence shall be inviolable except with a court order or a provision of law. Is there a court order in this case?
Counsel, you are misleading
Yes
this
or no?
debate,
Is
Counsel.
there a court order in this
A
case?
matter of public
Yes
order
or no?
and public safety
It's my
is
time
also
to
an
ask
exemption,
questions.
Counsel. That
Is
is
there
very misleading.
a court order in this case
Counsel,
allowing
also an
Duterte
exemption
to
is by
receive this
public
information?
order or public safety.
So you're not
safety
answering
requires
directly.
otherwise.
So probably
Counsel, that
that's
is a no.
Is there a legal provision allowing Duterte to receive information against Trillanes?
Yes, Counsel, because we have entered into agreements with the
Specifically, that
Philippine-Russia
information
Pact in
to
2017.
receive information to suppress dissent.
No, that is not
No.
suppression,
So
Counsel.
in this case, in any case, even if there was a court order or a legal provision, it must be justified by a concern on public safety. Since
Yes.
2016, there has been 8 claims by Duterte that there are plans to oust him.
Counsel,
Have
the
we
threat
seen-
to the person
Wait.
in the office of
It's
the
my turn to
president.
ask questions.
Yes,
Have we
Counsel.
seen any of those claims actualized?
Counsel, a threat
Yes
to the
or
life
no?
of the president,
Yes
Counsel.
or no? Have
Yes,
we
Counsel,
seen
there
any
has
of those
been a
claims
continuing
actualized?
threat
No,
in the life
because
of the
Duterte
president.
is still in
And
power.
that is
No one
a
has
fact,
planned to
Counsel.
oust him.
That
Is
is
there
a fact,
evidence?
Counsel.
Has
The
Trillanes
move of
tried
the
to assault him?
CPP-NPA is
Are
a clear
there-
plot of destabilizing
Ma'am,
him.
are there overt acts
Yes,
of Trillanes
Counsel.
trying
These
to
forms
assault
of bombings
Duterte?
are also forms or
Are there
also threats to the life of the
So
president. the
basically, your
person in
conclusion in
office
this
of the president.
interpellation, none of these claims were actualized, and no
Counsel,
public
you are
safety threat
leading us into a
has
fallacy,
been
Counsel.
actualized. Thank
There
you.
is a continuing
Thank you.
threat to the life of the
I'm
president.
finished asking questions. Thank you.